Today in our meditation, there is an important aspect which we should note, and that is whenever we talk about this Sakshi is of a higher nature. Higher nature, like we compared to the dreamer, waker is higher. Compared to the waker, Sakshi is supposed to be higher. Higher means it is not in the field of Vyavahara. That's all you should remember. There is no high-low in space. It is only an understanding. So all of us must remember those two technical words, Vyavaharika Satyam and Paramarthika Satyam. You should be very clear on this, because this is one of the basic fundamental principles of Vedanta. Vyavaharika means anything which the sense organs or the mind can feel, think, or cognize. If you remember Gurudev's chart of BMI chart, perceiver, feeler, thinker is the Vyavahara, transactional. Beyond this transaction, there is something which is called as Atma. That is my real nature. It is not coming in the transaction. But without that, the transactions cannot happen. Therefore, it is called as transcendental. With reference to itself, it can remain alone by itself. That is why again and again, in order to remember my nature as Mukta Purusha, I am always free. Moksha is not something to be gained. Very important lesson. Moksha means freedom. I am eternally free from the body and mind. I am always free. I can exist by myself, which is called as Paramarthika Satyam. It's me only. It is me. Like I see this body, I should note that I am this consciousness. I am this immortal Chaitanyam principle, which we call it, we give it a name. It's just a name, Satchidananda principle. Whereas what is Vyavaharika? The name given to Vyavaharika is the Ahamkara, ego. Again and again, we must note what is the ego, which is in the transactional field and what is not in the transactional field, but I claim that that is my real existence. That is what is called as Sakshi. What is mortal? What is changing? You don't have to wait for death and so on. You will know today, when you go to sleep, you will know that I am immortal. Why? Because I exist without this awareness of the body. When does the body awareness comes? When the mind awakes, this body comes up. When the mind is not there, the body is not experienced. So if the mind goes and takes another body also, I don't know. I am not responsible for it. It will take another body. Whenever it takes another body, again it will illuminate. I will be the illuminator. I am the Nitya. I am always free. It is my nature to be free. Let us use this and let us remind ourselves of this nature of mind. This nature goes in line with the Swayam Jyoti principle, self-evident. Throughout this 10th chapter, we have seen again and again in our meditation sessions also that this Atma is self-illumined. It does not need the mind to illumine. It does not need the sense organs to illumine the Atma. It is ever free, it is ever illumined by its own light. But can I know that I am that Atma? Yes, you can know only through the Veda. There is no other pramanam. Like the eyes or the ears are used. How do you know that I hear a sound? How do you listen to this talk? Because through my ears. I have a ear and I am listening to the sounds. When I look outside, I look at the table, chair, I see through the eyes. It's a pramanam. So for the Atma, there is only one pramanam, which is called as the Vedanta Shruti Pramanam. So remember, Vyavaharika means transactional field. There is a higher field, which is Paramarthika. Let's start our meditation today. Please sit erect. Let the spine be erect, feet firmly on the ground. If you're sitting cross-legged, it's okay. But make sure the spine is erect as much as possible. The object of meditation is to confirm, verify my real nature. The Vedas declare that I am of the nature of Chit. Consciousness, knowledge. It is not conscious of something. In the waking state, I, the consciousness, am conscious of the body. Consciousness can exist by itself. As pure, objectless awareness. That is my real nature. I'm aware of the breath in the body. The breath is the life principle in this body. It keeps the body alive. Consciousness reflects on the breath and makes it sentient. This light of consciousness illumines the waking, dream states of the mind and also the ignorant state of the mind in sleep. The states are called as Vyavaharikam, transactional, where there is a transaction between the mind, sense organs, and the world. I, the Atma, the light of awareness, am not involved in the transactions. I do not participate. The mind, by nature, interacts with the world. It has happy moments, sad moments, indifferent moments. But throughout these three states, I do not change as Sakshi. Throughout the waking state, my mind is full of cognitions, emotions, thoughts. Continuously. I have to free the mind and see my real nature. Thoughts are sound vibrations in the mind. They speak a language. I illumine the thought vibrations. When the mind is free from all its cognitions and emotions, one can feel the shine of consciousness, the pure light of consciousness. A mantra like Om is a tool which I use to take my mind full of impressions to a blank mind, a silent mind. The breath and the mind are interrelated. Breathing keeps the mind active. Mind dissolves into the breath, in the sleep state. Even in the sleep state, I remain as pure awareness, objectless awareness. That state is called as transcendental, pure, higher nature. I train my mind to see that pure nature of mine again and again in my practice of meditation. Objectless awareness. Is my immortal nature. A mind free from all the thoughts. Is not bound. It can reflect the ever existing consciousness. I will chant Om, become aware of the silence, which is the awareness. Remain in that awareness without any movement. Om. 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 As silence, I am complete. I am full. I have no desires. I exist as pure consciousness. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachade Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace is my real nature, intrinsic nature. The disturbances in my mind are caused by prarabdha. I hold on to my intrinsic nature and face the world. Please rub your hands, palms, rub it against your face and eyes, gently open the eyes.